Hello, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I wanted to thank you guys for getting me across the 5,000 subscriber mark. It's freaking awesome, man. Waking up this morning and um, looking at that, getting ready to read your guys' comments and stuff, and notice that we'd crossed the 5,000 mark. That was freaking awesome, man. It took me a little while to read all those comments today, so I was like, my gosh, man. Wanted to get on there, jumped on some Redfall this morning after getting that uploaded, and decided, man, I want to just make this video and thank everybody, man. I know that I've made a lot of mistakes, along that way. We're almost to 2 million views on the channel. Got over like 150,000 watch hours. People have watched the content that much. That's a pretty good support, man. I've had some. I'm grateful to everybody that's stuck by me and continues to stick by me as this channel continues to grow and get bigger, and we bring more people into the community. There's always room for everybody here. Definitely like to hear your guys' thoughts. I like to hear how you guys are feeling about things. Most of my content is based off of how I feel about things, but I do want to be able to get to a point um where as this community grows, we can actually make a change in just in the overall content of, maybe even help other creators to stop being so negative about games. I got hit pretty early on in my YouTube thing. The negativity was starting to overtake the channel. We were starting to get into the console war nonsense, and it's just a it's honestly it's a constant pull towards one side or the other. And I don't like that, because I like to play and enjoy games on everything. Like I love playing games. Right now I'm playing Redfall. I think it's fun. It's not a perfect game, but it's definitely fun. I'm having a good time with it. And that's what I want to be able to help other people do. I mean, like, if a game's not perfect, I still want to be able to experience that. I mean, the game has to have a fundamental pull for me to be able to continue playing it. Like, there's some games I'll get into and I'll just lose interest because, either the world's not interesting enough, or there's something, like the characters aren't interesting enough, the visuals might be off, something like that. Like it has to have at least a few core features for me to be able to continue to engage in one of these experiences. So right now, Redfall's kind of hitting all that, and I'm having fun with that. And I wish that other people could, just shake off the negativity and just learn to enjoy video games. That's kind of the whole purpose of this channel. I mean, early on, I didn't really know exactly how to go about this channel, so I tried, like the analysis type stuff, but then I tried, like, doing the negativity, the console war stuff, and man, that was taking me to a very depressing, point, because I'm sitting here and I'm overly criticizing the thing that I love, like the one hobby that I really, really love and enjoy. And there were times throughout this last couple of years that I was like, man, I just want to, I started off with the sim racing videos, and started doing just everything as I got more comfortable being on camera and got more comfortable of just putting myself out there, and like really starting to really engage with things. uh it's been it's been fun, man. Like, this has been fun. I think I've missed maybe 2 whole days over the last 2 years without putting a video up. Like 2 days in 2 years and a month that I missed 2 days without putting a video up. But I put in like 3 or 4 videos up. It's sometimes as much as 5 videos up in one day. So I technically I haven't missed any days. Like, there's always been some sort of content, and I've actually been able to lately um stop worrying about just doing content and stuff, because there was some time when I was literally so focused that I would go to work, I'd come home, and I would just be thinking about content and making content and stuff. But to tell you the truth, guys, this year I've been able to stop engaging in every single game. I've been able to take a step back. I've been able to spend more time with the family, spend more time thinking about my work and doing other things, and still being able to put out good enough content that still brings people to the channel and still helps us grow. February was a really tough month. I really was just at a point where I was like, man, I need to figure out something different. I need to do something different. And I didn't put out, I mean, that's been my lowest month for in terms of subscribers, in terms of just content, in terms of everything. And I was starting to get not necessarily discouraged, but I was starting to get so irritated with the negativity, and I still am. So not every video I do is going to be pushing back against the negativity. I want you guys to understand that, but I am going to push back against that on the YouTube sphere and try to get, things to be a little more positive on the channel for everything, not just Xbox, but for PlayStation, for Nintendo, for PC gaming. I will still have my days where I'm going to be negative about things. I don't want you to feel like I'm just going to try to be like this perfect saint or anything like that. There's going to be days that I'm going to be negative. There's going to be days that I'm going to be a toxic toad. There's going to be days that I'm going to be that I'm going to call out things that I don't really like, and but I will always try to be as constructive about that as possible. I don't want to go out and just start I'm not going to go out and start bashing any developer or any platform or anything like that. We're going to have constructive criticism on this channel going forward, and we're going to try to make it so that, like if there's something wrong with a video game, we're going to make our we're going to be as fair as possible in our criticism, because we know that games are going to come out. They're going to have bugs, they're going to have issues, they're going to have things that we as gamers, as we demand better, we're going to demand better, but we're going to do it in a way that developers are like, oh yeah, dude, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for that feedback. Like we really appreciate, what you do in the community, stuff like that. Because these guys work hard to bring us these video games. So we're going to work just as hard to be fair in our criticism as we bring our issues and our problems to light. So we're not going to just sit out there and bash games for clicks. If it takes forever for our channel to grow, so be it. So be it. If it takes a long time for our community to start making a difference out there, so be it, man. As long as I'm alive and as long as I'm playing video games, I'll keep making content, and we'll keep trying to make things better. I'm not in this for the money. I'm not in this to get rich. I'm not in this to like get a whole bunch of free stuff or anything like that. I'm in this because I truly love playing video games, and I want to be part of I want to be a different voice on YouTube than the average everybody that's just out there to feed the fuel, to feed the fire, to be negative, to get the clicks, to make money or do whatever. Like I don't need that. I don't want to be that type of a YouTuber. Like I said, man, I tried a little bit, and man, it was just taking me to such a dark place that I don't want to be there. Like I don't want to go there. I don't want to be like the negative dude on the internet. It's just there's so many of them now. There's so many of them. Like what's the point? What's the point? These guys cry wolf so much that it just ruins gaming for everybody. Because if you're engaging in that, this is the way I look at it. If you're engaging with those channels that are being negative about video games, their biases, you're going to accept them. Because as a content creator, and if you like somebody and you look up to them, their thoughts are going to rub off on you. Like they're going to. That's why they call us influencers, because technically we have some level of influence over how you perceive things or how you see things. If I go into a game and there's something I don't like about it, that I have a chance to bias you. And that was the thing with me, when I would watch other content creators. I like the guys. I don't care, but when I would watch them and they would be negative about a game that I truly loved and I just couldn't see the problems they were talking about, it it made me like, I don't know, man, like I was starting to get a little bit upset with them, but I was also, you know, so somewhat somewhat, like starting to see myself get, like Digital Foundry was the one that had the biggest effect on me, because I am a deep thinker, and I like to sit and think about things. So when I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about, all the stuff that they're saying, and then it, like they would always be like talking about this or talking about, like just different aspects of the games that, like, normally, like most people, like when I'm playing a game, I don't ever really think about that. Like, I take all the information in my head at the same time, and I'm like, wow, this looks incredible. But I'm also the type of gamer that after I've played through half of a game, everything starts to look the same. And like, that's happened really bad with Unreal Engine 4 for me. Unreal Engine 4 is probably my least favorite engine on the market right now. Like, I'm like so tired of Unreal Engine 4 and the way it looks. And so, like, this last little while that we've actually had games that have been that have still come out on Unreal Engine 4, like Callisto Protocol, Jedi Survivor, Redfall, some of these games that have come out and they've bolted on a little bit more detail and stuff to the already engine. It's made that Unreal Engine look a little bit better for me. So I'm like, whoa, okay, cool. Unreal Engine 4 is it's definitely scalable and has some good stuff in it, but there's some engines out there that I really, really do love, like the Luminous engine. I think that one's great. I honestly think the Luminous engine for Forspoken is incredible. Some of the particle effects and some of the just the world detail, it's incredible. I like that. I hope that Square Enix continues to nurture that particular engine, because we need more engines like that where everything's going to look the same. And I feel like that's the one thing that I worry about the most with engines like Unreal Engine and what's the other one that they use a lot of? I never really liked that other engine. The oh my gosh, I forgot about it. Unity is the one I don't really like. I would prefer Unreal over Unity any day, but there's also some stuff that Unity's getting better. But when it comes to like cool engines, like the RE engine, freaking love the RE engine. I love, Snowdrop from Ubisoft. I like the Dunia engine, the Anvil Next engine, all of those, from Ubisoft. I like those engines. I think they're great. And then if you look over at EA, you've got the Frostbite engine. That is a freaking really cool engine. I like Frostbite. Uh I don't really pay too much attention to what Activision's engine is what they're using, but there's some cool ones, man. Like Crytek is a freaking really cool engine. You've got oh man, I didn't turn my light on today, but uh, there's just so much to games that we can like sit back and listen to. There's some other stuff that I plan on doing going forward too. I want to try to to get like frame rate analysis up and going on the channel. I'll probably get in touch with Gaming Tech here in a little while and see if he can help me get this program set up that I got down that I got, and help me figure out how to use it and stuff. Because man, I'm kind of dumb when it comes to PC like programs and stuff like that. But I'll get it figured out so I can bring you guys some accurate information. So if you if you want to try to tune out of the negativity and just start to care about and love games again, we'll do that. Like, we'll find some ways to do it. But to me personally, man, like when I'm playing a game and and like it feels good most of the time, and then I'll have like a little slowdown or a stutter like that or something. Those kind of things don't necessarily bug me. Like it'll slow down and then it'll go back to normal, and it's like, okay, cool, whatever. I forget about it. I don't let that stuff. I try not to let that stuff drag me down. But I mean, if the game just feels terrible the whole time, like, I'll definitely let you guys know. But when it comes to my reviews and stuff, um, I do overlook a lot of that nonsense because I know it's going to eventually get fixed. And I do kind of go back and check video games out often, especially because I buy them all digitally. So every game I buy on this channel that I have digitally, it's I can always go back and create more content for that. So it's pretty cool. Like, I like the ability to be able to go back and do that. Even far down the road, like I'll come out and I'll put a video out, and some of those videos actually get a lot of views because people are still interested in that particular experience. So it's pretty cool to be able to go back and do that, and I like doing that. So we'll have some pretty cool stuff like that on the channel. And biggest thing is I just really want to thank you guys for helping me get to this point and believing in me and being there for me. And 100%, I respect your feedback. I listen to it. I read it. I take it seriously. I even listen and take the trolls seriously, man, because if it wasn't for if if it wasn't for like the trolls and stuff, I mean, like I was a troll back when I was a PlayStation fanboy. I would kind of be a little troll, a little bit instigaty and stuff like that. And so I believe that people can change. If I can change and be a better person, everybody can change and be a better person. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching, and let's look forward to the next 5K, or let's look forward to 10K, man, and then 100K and a million. So let's see how far we can grow this channel. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching.